What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut of Multi-Platinum Production Team.
Arkatech Beatz.
Yo, welcome to the music live reviews. That's what we're doing tonight. We're doing live music reviews, folks. That's what we're doing tonight, live music reviews. So, I put a link up on the screen so that you can submit. And let's get this party jumping in this party. Let's get this party going and grooving, moving and grooving. I don't know what happened here. Anyway. I don't know what happened on Instagram. Instagram is doing something funny, but you know, it's whatever. It's whatever with that. And let's get ourselves moving and grooving here. Let's get this thing open. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Yo, what up, Big? What up, what up, Rick? What's good with you, man? We're doing a lot of music reviews tonight, man. We back on TikTok. We got the stream key. Yes, sir. Let's go. We back on that, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live stream, man. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribing. Like I said, we are doing live music reviews tonight. Make sure you submit your music to the screen. Submit your music. The link is on the screen. And let's jump into it, man. Let's see what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get that music jumping in. You know, let's listen to some new stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kaz in the building. What's happening with y'all, man? Shout out to y'all. Making this thing do what it do, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play some music while we waiting for somebody to drop some stuff into the queue, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play this play some beautiful Cody while we waiting on some people to drop some music in the joint. Fellas, this portal's almost ready, man. It's gonna be ready for Monday. So, we just add in a few more things, but it's gonna be we're gonna be adding in stuff, as we continue. You know, we're gonna be adding a lot of stuff. Coach Jay, what up? We doing a lot of music reviews tonight, man. We doing a lot of music reviews tonight. Coach Jay, what's happening with you? We doing a lot of music reviews tonight, man. Coach Jay said he just grinding. Coach Jay said he just grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta definitely do that. Smoke, what up, man? We doing a lot of music reviews tonight, man. So share your live, man. Anybody that wanna, drop some music in here, man, drop some music in this joint. We're doing them live music reviews. See what's going on. It's late on a Saturday night. See who wanna jump into the joint. You know what I mean? See what we got going on here. Let's see what we got. See what we got. In the meantime, like I said, we play some joints until some people jump into this joint. See what it is. Yo, Jay, we definitely got to get up though. Cody.
Arkatech Beatz.
It's a late night, I don't mind. I was gonna spend all my time with you.
We're doing live music reviews tonight. Let's go.
It's a good night, it's a good time. I was gonna spend all my time with you. Wasn't sure where we would end up. I saw a spot when I met you. I just wanna be around you, make sure you're straight, so I got you. When I needed you the most, you came through.
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live, man. We doing live music reviews tonight. That's your girl Cody, man. Come on now. We still playing what we playing. Shout out to everybody that's jumping in. We still waiting on some folks to put some music through. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what we got. My man Kaz got a joint here. It's called what's that? Marcel? Kaz, what happening with you? All right, let's see how this joint sound real quick. Let's try Mercy. Shout out to my man Cass Productions on this one, man. Thanks for submitting the joints, man.
Lord of mercy. 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 Lord of mercy.
I lost my sound. Hold on, let me check. Let me double check. Let's see here. Yeah. My sound it's not here. We're just checking on the sound. 1 second. Can you hear me now? Just hit me up in the DM. Make sure I'm good on the sound, y'all. Were y'all able to hear the music before that I was playing for Kaz? All right, we're about to get back in. We're gonna get back into this Mercy joint. He got the Nino Brown intro in the joint. Let's go.
Lord of mercy. 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 Lord of mercy.
Rock the block, baby.
Shout out to my man Cass, man. That's my man Cass Productions. The name of that beat is called Mercy, man. So listen, man. Yeah, I like that joint, man. You know what I'm saying? It definitely got the dope elements in it. You know what I'm saying? Basically with the vocal sample going. You know what I'm saying? Drums was going good. Intro in it good. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, that's really the way. If you want to try to sell your music, that's the way to sell your music. It's basically you trying to make it into a whole movie. You trying to sell it. You trying to sell the whole thing. You know what I mean? Selling the idea. Like, you really just, you handed it off. Like, okay, I'm giving you everything that you need to do to make this into a good song. And we're leaving as little. Hit the link that's on the screen to submit. And look, it's like this. It's like you're giving, when we're doing this thing and we're pitching these songs to guys, man. Like, you have to realize, like, you got to realize how hard it is to pitch music, man. Like, it's really hard to pitch music, man. And you want to try to be able to take out as much of the guesswork for the artist as possible. Now, granted, you still want to give enough room for them to do what they got to do, but you got to be able to sell your vision, you know what I'm saying? And the way for you to sell your vision is kind of to set it up the way that you set it up, like that, in that fashion. Anytime that you can do that and setting up the vision, like, yo, this is what it's about. You know, parts of the hook is already there. All I need is your bars on this, you know what I'm saying? Giving y'all as little work as possible, because the reality is a lot of folks don't want to put in that much into it. So you're trying to take out a lot of that guesswork. So a lot of times when you can do that, you know, you're putting yourself in a better position to land something. So, you know, shout out to you for just thinking forward with that, because the reality is that for a lot of the music that we placed earlier on, we used to have to do that by putting in movie stuff, putting in intros, using quotes from the artist, you know what I mean, just to, you know, get them to really like what they're listening to because their voice is already on it. So, you know, you setting it up using the whole New Jack in the beginning, and then also setting up that Lord of Mercy and using that as parts of the hook. Brilliant idea, man. Keep this work up, man. Yo, listen, when this portal's open, man, listen, it's gonna be something extra, man, because then we're really gonna be able to do the group sessions, really have cats in the joints, giving cats samples, telling cats, you know, how to cut things up, whatever. And we're going to be basically moving it from there. But, yo, shout out to Cass for that submission. Yo, we doing live music reviews tonight, man. We doing live music reviews. If you're not familiar with us, man, again, this is, you know, Juggernaut, a multi-platinum production team. Big Pun, Nas, you know, Prodigy of Mobb Deep. You know, you name them, I've done it. Nas, new album out, Light Years. What y'all think about that? Yeah, that Nas album, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll definitely see that. We're streaming on all platforms. So if y'all are not familiar with that, make sure you're realizing that we are on all platforms so you can catch us all over the place. I have finally, thank you for the gift, my brother. Listen, and look, we got this stream key thing taken care of. So shout out to my creator network, Gravitas. Rick, I gotta send you a link for that, man. I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. But you definitely gonna need that stream key is a lifesaver. Let me see what else we got in this portal, man. Let's see what we got going on. Hold on here. Let me see what we got going on here. This is Get Back. This is Get Back. This is produced by Get Back. So he wants to basically submit it so that we can listen to it real quick. Get Back, are you still in the building? Let me know if you're still in the building before we jump into your review for your, make sure you're here when we were reviewing this music. People submitting and then don't review nothing. You know what I mean? All right, you're still in the building. All right, cool. We get ready to play this with my man Get Back. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm not sure what's happening with this thing. It's doing something funky real quick. We gotta make it go, make it do what it do. What up? Let me know if y'all can hear the music. My folks on TikTok saying they can hear the music, and my folks on any other platform hear the music. That was Get Back. I was just playing this joint he called. He says he needs us to demo it. So to me, it looks like you have a general idea with that beat. Like it's just you haven't determined where you want to go with it. And in order for us to really know what we want to do with this, is we have to, know like what's happening with this music. Is it just going to be a loop, or is it going to be, is it going to be structured in the song format, right? So that's the best thing for us to be able to really determine where this can go. Do I like what you did in terms of the sounds that you use? Yes, I think you used decent sounds. Is your drums sounding okay? Yes, I think your drums are sounding pretty good. You know what I mean? Is your fidelity, is your music loud enough, and those sort of things? I think those things structurally, those things are all fine. We just need to determine how you're going to piece that together into a song. Like what's going to be the hook elements, what's going to be the verse elements, what's going to be, if there's going to be a bridge or breakdown or anything else like that. So we need those elements, you know what I'm saying, to be done into a beat before we can really make a good assessment in terms of what to do, or where this music can actually land, right? For my folks that's in the chat, man, make sure that y'all are hitting me in the chat if you're not hearing any music, etc. You know, my Streamlabs is going bonkers because, you know, I just got my TikTok stream key. So, you know, let me find out. It's trying to make all the other places not work because it's working on TikTok, but every place else is acting funny. So let me know if you're not hearing my voice. Let me know if you're not hearing the music that I'm playing in the review. It's all showing that it's working on my side as far as my portal, as far as my system. But if you guys are not hearing it, just make sure y'all hit me up in the chat to tell me, you know, what's what and what's not. But for my man, produced by Get Back, that's my feedback on it. You know what I mean? I think that you onto something. You just have to figure out, like, you know, where you want to take it, where you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? My man Big Riz back in the building. He's sending me something to listen to tonight, man. So shout out to Big Riz. You know, I always got to give big shout outs to Big Riz, man, because my man Rick X, let me tell you. My man Rick, big aka Big Riz, he has been doing, you know, he has been actively on the live stream, actively growing his audience. And this is the way. You know, this is the way, people. Like, there is no, you know, in 2025 going into 2026, if you're not promoting your music on socials, if you're not putting your music to edits, if you're not putting your music to AI generated images, if you're not putting your music to, you know, you driving your car, whatever, there's no way for you to get heard, or no way for people to find you, no way for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is super, super, super competitive, and you have to really be on this thing, posting like you ain't never posted before. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not doing that, then you can just forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it requires. It requires people to be, you know, neurotic about posting what you're posting, neurotic about putting your music out there. And look, you're trying to find your audience. So it's going to be good feedback, bad feedback, indifferent, whatever. Sometimes you just have to have the thick skin. And you have to realize that if this is something that you really want, it's going to be highs and lows. You're going to have situations where people are rocking with you, and then guys have situations where people just don't mess with your music. And sometimes that can be very, very frustrating, because ain't nothing worse than I'm sitting here making something and people be in the comments talking about, nah, I ain't feeling that, dog. ain't nothing worse, because you want everything you do to be a banger. You know what I mean? And the reality is that that's not possible. Everything can't not be a banger. Not everything can be like, oh my gosh, not everything is gonna please everybody. And you have to realize that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that you can't take constructive feedback, right? There's a difference now, right? There's a difference between taking constructive feedback and listening to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes across that doesn't really have any real skin in the game. So we want to just make sure that we're able to differentiate between the two, man, and not get discouraged with what we're doing and what we're trying to work. You know what I mean? So shout out, you got Big Riz on here. His joint is called Jet Black. Please tell me if you can hear the music. If you cannot hear the music, please just hit me up in the chat immediately so that I could, I don't know, reset whatever the hell's happening with my joint. But for the most part, it's been working pretty good. Big Riz has arrived, people. Oh man, listen. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy for you, brother. Cause I see the progression in the music. I hear it. I see where it's getting. You know what I'm saying? I see what's going on with it. I hear where your sample selection is changing. I'm seeing what's going on with your joint right here. Listen, that joint was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? My only thing that I would say is just make it a little bit shorter. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're previewing beats, man, this joint don't need to go over 3 minutes. Outside of that, you straight. You know what I mean? You know, I would just tell you to pay a little bit of attention to just where your sounds are being placed. Make sure things aren't too loud. You know, in terms of you know, just making sure that your sounds are balanced out. But I like the way your drum is going. I like the way the samples are going, and I like the most. What I like is the way you structured your record. Right? You structured your record. I was able to differentiate between the intros, the verses, the hooks. Those things were completely and totally set up the way that we've always talked about in the live streams. This is what we talk about when we do our music production live streams for people who are not, you know, who may just be coming in watching us on the review side. But I do a music production live stream, you know, most nights. As of recent nights, not as many because, you know, just trying to get the portal together. But for the most part, we're doing music production live streams, and we talk about this song structure thing because it's critical in order for you guys to sell your music. If you're trying to do sync, if you're trying to do just trying to do regular placement, song structure is critical. Without the song structure, we're not going to be able to get your records where they need to go because they're going to feel like this. They're not going to feel like it's building up, or it's not going to feel like it's where it's supposed to be, and stuff is going to feel disjointed. So listen, shout out to you. Shout out to he's the prime example of coming into the sessions, asking questions, picking up the game, implementing the game. I hear the music, bro. Like I hear it. I hear the change in the music. It's definitely getting better. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's only gonna get better, bro. And that's the reality of it. That's the reason why I was saying, like, yo, when we did that first 100-day run in the live streams, it's just, hey, man, just to get better. Listen, it's only going to get better, man. I'm telling you. Listen, we got so much to do, bro. I'm telling y'all, we got so much to do. The things that I have in store for the producers community that I'm getting ready to set up, there's so much that we're going to do. I just hope that people are ready to learn. And I really hope that it's not going to be like information overload, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of times in my personal circle, people be like, yo, you go too fast. Your mind be moving too fast. You be talking about this. You be on AI. You be here, boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like, yo, you got to keep up. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep up. So, you know, whether we here or whatever we do, we got to keep up. You know what I mean? So it's definitely like we said, we getting better, man. Lost audio on TikTok. Hold on 1 second. Let's see what's going on here. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, let's make it sure. All right, we're gonna jump into this next joint, man. This next joint is called This is Get Back again. Mr. Get Back is on here again. This one, he said he got a little bit more strong structure. This beat is called 18.1. Let's play this and see what it sounds like. Yo, Get Back, what's up, man? Produced by Get Back. Make sure that you are like, commenting, subscribing, and following. Shout out to producer Get Back. Can y'all still hear me? Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure here. Shout out to producer Get Back. Listen, man, folks, let's be civil in these comments, man. This is about music reviews. We're trying to people are submitting their music. It's brave to submit your music. A lot of folks, you may have your comments and things that you might want to say about what people are submitting. They're submitting this because they're trying to know what to do to get better. You understand? So let's give folks, the courtesy of that, man, having the courage to submit their music for public scrutiny. You know what I mean? This is very hard to do, man. It's very hard to get up here on live stream and produce this music, and for people to hear in real time. I get up here night after night, and I'm making tracks night after night, not knowing what I'm gonna make, and just wanting people to be civil in terms of, like, yo, I'm making something, man, and we just trying to get better. So with this, I feel like it's a little bit. It means improvement in terms of the sound selection. You know what I'm saying? So making sure that we may be using different sounds to make sure that they're a little bit more cohesive. And then also, melody wise, it doesn't necessarily work for me, but it may work for someone else. And you just want to make sure that you're paying attention to your mixes, making sure that the bass is not overpowering everything inside of the track, because in this situation, it's overpowering everything in the track. We want to try to get that balanced out a little bit as much as we can. This one does have better song structure. Remember what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're, providing a little bit of an intro, either going into the hook immediately or going into the verse, right? And then we're breaking things up into 8 to 12 bars in terms of verses. First 8, minor changes every 4 bars, give or take, and making sure that that's repeating with the hook every 8 to 12 bars. Like that. We do that 2 times and we're out. I'm noticing that guys are submitting their tracks, and I'm seeing their tracks exceeding 4 minutes. Guys, you guys are in 2025, and you guys are a lot younger than I am. I know that I might be the oldest person in the room. Y'all tell me what song is 4 minutes long. I'll wait. Put it in the chat. What song today, right now, that's really popping is 4 minutes long? You're lucky you get a song that's 3 minutes long. So your beats should definitely not be longer than the current attention span for folks, man. You can barely get people to watch 50 seconds on a video. So for people to listen to a 4 minute song, that's tough in today's economy. You know what I'm saying? So that's my feedback on that. Listen, my man, Get Back. Like I said, we're going to be opening the portal in terms of our producer portal real soon, maybe another 2 days. And like I said, we're going to be having like those private sessions inside of there where, guys will be able to, we'll be doing, like I said, more group sessions, getting folks good on their tracks, and then we'll be doing some other things as far as some exercises in terms of like, flipping sounds and samples and different type of stuff, and listening to people's joints and taking Q&As and doing stuff that's going to be a lot more closed off and not as public. You know what I mean? That's going to be just for the community to get into, and then we'll be in there, sharing ideas and iron sharpening iron. But again, man, thank you for submitting that, man. Thank you for having the courage to do so. And for people who got something to say, hey, submit your music. If your music is better, submit it. You know what I mean? And then let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Let's go. This joint is called Saudi by True Def. True Def, are you in the building? True Def, are you in the building, please? Are you still in the building? I want to make sure that people are in the building before I actually start doing that. Make sure that we are liking the live and sharing the live, people. This thing is what helps to get the algorithm going. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to keep my my stream key access. So in order for me to do that, I need to make sure that I have a lot of engagement in my live streams, man. I don't I don't want too much negative, but I definitely want some engagement in here. So if you haven't already liked and shared the live, please do so. If you haven't already submitted your song, man, please do so. We're going to be on here for a little bit longer. You know what I mean? It's 11:15 right now. I should have got on a little earlier, but it's a Saturday night, man. People out here chilling, getting ready for the holidays. This joint is by Saudi. Named Saudi by True Death. Let's go.
السلام نفتح دروب المحبة العايشة فينا المحبة العايشة فينا عايشة في كل القلوب المحبة العايشة فينا المحبة العايشة فينا عايشة في كل القلوب المحبة العايشة فينا المحبة العايشة فينا عايشة في كل القلوب
And I was gonna say the same thing with this. So my feedback for this is that I think you got a I think you got a core idea here. You know what I'm saying? He calls it Saudi, right? I think you got a core idea here, right? In terms of you got a sample, you got something that breaks up the sample a little bit. It's a little bit repetitive, but we need something to really delineate, like I said, between the verses and the hooks. There are some slight changes that I hear, but I think you might need something a little bit more to really make the hook stand out the way it needs to stand out. I feel like with the drums on here, I think there's a missed opportunity with the drums. I think the drums could do something that moves a little bit better, right? Or keeps the groove a little bit better. You know what I mean? So, you know, like when I hear these type of samples, it reminds me of, like, you know, how Timbaland would take something like that and go crazy with it, or Pharrell would take that and just go crazy with it. And where we have samples that are doing special things, we have to sometimes ask ourselves, like, what would our special producer do with this? What would a guy like Timbo do with this? But how can I make it my own? Like, how can I make sure that it has a certain groove? How can I ensure that it's going to move a particular way? And how can I ensure that it's going to keep the attention of the listener or artist? Remember, we gotta fight two. We got two people we gotta fight. We gotta fight the artist, and then we gotta fight the people, right? Right? We gotta fight the artist because we have to appeal to the artist, and then after we appeal to the artist and we get a song, we gotta appeal to the people, right? And we have to basically, as the producers, we're the ones taking all of the licks, right? We're taking all of the strikes across the back, pause, like, you know, because we have to do this, and we have to make sure that the music is going to be good for the artist so that the artist can get inspired to write on it. And then whatever the artist decides to write on it, it has to be good enough now to inspire people to go out to continue to listen and or buy. And now if we have a songwriter in between that, that's the third person we have to satisfy, right? So it's one of those things that when you have something like that, like, and I think that again, the core idea of that with that sample right there, I think is gold. So True Def, this is gold. I don't think you should abandon that idea. I think really we should look to see if we can just improve on how we can get that groove going there. You know what I mean? So that we can get that groove. We want that groove to be really like undeniable groove and we have to also think about where we want this music to be consumed. Is it going to be driving music? Is it going to be riding music? Is it going to be workout music? Is it going to be club music? And we have to determine where is it going to fit. If we can determine where it's going to fit and then determine how we going to get that groove going, I think you're going to be onto something, man. But thank you for submitting, my brother. I appreciate you. That joint called Saudi, man, by True Def, man. Let's give it up to him, man. Make sure that we're like, commenting, and subscribing in these comments. Make sure that we're liking the live, sharing the live, doing all the special and great stuff, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's jumping in there, you know, and really just listening to the feedback and so forth and so on. Make sure we're doing all of that. We got some more submissions coming through.
Arkatech Beatz.
What do you do when the love's that good? Every single inch is working like it should. What's a girl to do when a man's that fine? Feeling like a diamond, shining all the time. When he says he wants me, baby, don't you know? It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby.
Always got a promo.
When he says he wants me, baby, don't you know? It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you. No, it drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you.
Cody Insane, man. That will be out on Tuesday, man. Just make sure y'all paid attention for that. I'm getting to my next song here. This is called The State by my homie Chocolate Boy Swagger, man. What up, man? This is one of the folks that also be in these lives, participating in these lives, asking questions in these lives. He's in here night after night with me in the trench. I appreciate you, bro. Let's go. Yo. I would want to hear that switch up occur more often in this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a dope sample. You know what I'm saying? And it has the parts in it that I think you're having a hard time finding what the link is on the screen, bro. But what was I saying? You gotta really like, you got the it's the right elements is in there, man. What I would probably ask you to do is I would ask you to play with those hi-hats for me. You know what I'm saying? Play with the hi-hats. Try doing it with on a 1/8, you know, and then on a 1/16, just to see how it feels and see if it moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, see how it moves when you do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Also, in your kick drum, just make sure that it's truncated right at the wave. You know what I'm saying? Just try those two things for me, just to kind of see if just to see how it feels, see if it moves better. You know what I'm saying? See if it has more of a, you know what I mean? Because as it is right now, it feels like it could move better. You know what I'm saying? But just try it, see how that feels in terms of, you know, making it go on instead of the hi-hat just going one. You know what I mean? It's to make it, you know, make it go, you know, pop, 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 and then if not, make it, you know, see how those variations gonna feel when you do that track. But yo, outside of that, good work. You know what I'm saying? Seeing your progression again as well. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. For those who want to submit, man, what you call us on the screen, man. Link at top of the screen for those trying to submit. That's my man, Chocolate Boy Swagger, man. Shout out to you. Like I said, another one of my folks that, you know, who are in these live streams, my music production live streams. And we have those, you know, pretty much every other night. If you want to watch any replays on our music production live streams, those are tutorials, you know, where we're cooking up in real time, so that you can see the process of what we're doing when we're making music. Right now, all the producers are sending me stuff. I'm listening. Where are the songs at? Anybody got any songs? You know what I mean? But yeah, make sure that we're submitting. This one is called "Our Time's Up" by what's this? Y'all gotta excuse me, man. SS Draco. What's this on YouTube? Released already?
I wanna know what you want, but what's the reason we ain't speaking? I've been telling you come back home, but there's somebody else that you seeing. And I know that we too far gone, but there's still a future between us, I see it. We done been through too much, we had too much love. Ended up being my PM. We ain't together, but we still together. It's like a car without no title on it. Promise you I had the chance, bring you back in my life. I swear I put the Bible on it. If I wasn't what you wanted, could've talked about it, but you left with on type of wanted. No, I won't give up. Even though you hurt me bad, you everything I don't want it. And I still keep in touch with your family. Your mama, your grandma, your sister wanna be the best that I can be. And I know that you left, you moved on to the next. You the only one that understand me. I've been thinking about it, give me a deposit. That's the only way that I can sleep. Wasn't looking for love when I found you. When I needed you most, you done left. Blowing your phone up every night, trying to talk about our life. Realize I lost all my self-respect. Cause there was no bone in my body that kept I met you. And you could put that to the test. If we talking or not, are we friends or not? I'm still wishing you the best. You still view my story and I view yours. You couldn't block me and talk, but I know that you won't. Cause your ego too high. If you did something inside your soul, it feel off. Cancel my trip for your birthday so I could be there and buy everything that I had bought. But I ain't even tell you all that. I just hope you come back staring at my phone, wait for the call. Cause I still wanna know what you want. What's the reason we ain't speaking? I've been telling you come back home, but there's somebody else that you seeing. And I know that we too far gone, but there's still a future between us, I see it. We done been through too much, we had too much love. Ended up being my BM. We ain't together, but we still together. It's like a car without no title on it. Promise you I had the chance to bring you back in my life. I swear I put the Bible on it. If I wasn't what you wanted, could've talked about it, but you left with on type of one. No, I won't give up. Even though you hurt me bad, you everything I don't want. You had me thinking we was gonna work out, telling me you love me every night. You brought the spark back, I ain't seen in a while. I was planning the rest of our life. I bought that ring for nothing. Why was I stupid to think you my wife? I start to text you and wanna tell you how I feel. It's deleted the middle of type. Cause I know I look like a fool. Tell me what I did to you. Making sure you was happy when I was unhappy. But that didn't mean shit to you. Posting on your story like I'm the one to blame. Your decision you decided to choose. I wanna move on but my heart still love you. I don't know what side to choose. As if I stayed and it won't be me. If I leave then it won't be you. If I stayed and it won't be me. If I leave then it won't be you. If I stayed and it won't be me. If I leave then it won't be you. Why can't it be you? I wanna know what you want. Cause what's the reason we ain't speaking? I've been telling you come back home, but there's somebody else that you seeing. And I know that we too far gone, but there's still a future between us, I see it. We done been through too much, we had too much love. Ended up being my BM. We ain't together, but we still together. It's like a car without no title on it. Promise you I had the chance to bring you back in my life. I swear I put the Bible on it. If I wasn't what you wanted, could've talked about it, but you left with no type of warning. No, I won't give up, even though you hurt me bad. You everything I don't want, yeah.
My man, that says Draco, man. Our time's up. Shout out to him, man. He dropped a nice record right there. So this is my feedback, and he said he 18 out of Ohio. Listen, salute to you for executing it. You know, got that joint out right now. It's on YouTube, and that's the first thing that I'm gonna give you. Is salute to you for basically jumping in and getting it done. That's probably the hardest thing to get these artists to understand, that you got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. I feel like you got a dope song in terms of the way that you're rapping on it and the way that you pick the music that you pick. Like, these things sometimes are not really good for young artists. Like, they may be able to rap, but they may not be able to pick the right music. So far, what I'm hearing here, you've picked the right music. You're able to rap. I hear that. You sound good on this track. You got a good vocal tone, etc. But I will echo what one of my folks in the chat have said in terms of the structure. It took me almost to the end of the song to differentiate what part was considered the hook, because the raps and the verses and the hook sound exactly the same. So it was hard for us to be able to determine what part of the song was the hook. And there was one part of the record that you actually started to sing toward the end, which probably could have worked as the hook if we had, maybe flipped a few words and made it a little less wordy. Remember, when we're making hooks, to make sure that they're not too wordy, so that people can have repetitiveness, right? Because we're trying to put people in this repetitive trance, because when it comes to music, we're looking to try to get people to have that replay value, right? So we're looking for hooks that are pretty simple, that kind of, get people to do what they got to do. And then what happens is we save the more intricate parts of the song, of course, for your rap during the verses. You know what I mean? But in terms of the music that you selected, I think that's a go. I think your vocals are sounding pretty good on this in terms of your tone. I feel like the way that you're rapping is on beat, which, thank you for that, right? Because a lot of guys your age aren't doing that. So thank you for that, rapping on beat, making sure you're staying on beat, keeping everything going and flowing. I would just say let's pay more attention to how we're structuring the songs and making sure that we're pushing toward putting a standout hook on here and making sure that that hook is occurring every 8 to 12 bars. And if we can do that, I think we're going to be on our way, young brother. So appreciate you for submitting. Make sure that you are commenting. Make sure that you are following. Like I said, we are going to be opening up that music portal. You know what I'm saying? Like, music production portal. Remember, music production is not just all beats and music now. Remember, what happens is now when we talk about production, we're also talking about the placement of songs The placement of how we're putting lyrics on songs, how we're making full songs now. We're not really we talk about it as beats, but it's not really about just beats. It's really about us making commercial viable records. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be able to experience what it is to get a gold and platinum plaque. You know what I'm saying? These things are very hard to accomplish, and only a handful of us in this business get to do that. And dare I say, if you're able to do it multiple times, like we've been blessed to do it over the course of our years, and still being able to, have those people on our resume that are still relevant today, going crazy in terms of a new Nas album or Max B going crazy. These are people that we work with, so we just want to make sure that everybody can, who aspire to do that can get the tools to get to where they want to get to. We're doing song reviews tonight, man. How much more time I got? What time is it? 11 something. Got a few more songs in this. Few more songs in the queue. Trying to wrap this thing up in a little bit. So if you haven't already, submit your record. Now is the time. If you're looking to skip the line, now is the time. The song is called Rockstar by J Money 30. J Money 30, are you still in the building? Am I going for the Live 3? Not yet. I want an MPC X with the new pads and all of that. I don't want to buy a Live 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Typically, these guys, they don't normally do the small one before they do the larger one. Or normally they introduce them both at the same time. So I think it's kind of weird for Akai to do the Live and then, kind of hold off on the X. I need an X with the new pads. I don't want a Live 3. If I wanted a Live 3, I'm glad I didn't get the Live 2. But, yeah. I'm definitely interested. I'm just waiting for folks to get it together. So let's see what we got on this beat. This is Rockstar by J Money 30. Are you still in the building, J Money 30? Before I jump into your record, man, I want to make sure that you're still here. Looking for J Money 30, man. He submitted a song called Rockstar. I want to make sure he's in here before I start, playing the record. People be trying to submit records and then jump off, and then I'm giving feedback to people who's not in the chat. Going once, going twice. J Money 30. Going once, going twice. Are you still in the building, my brother? Are you still here? All right, I'm going to jump to the next joint. 15 beats. This is what's this is? Labor Me Drill Beats. 15 beats. Are you still in the building? Who's that? I want to make sure you're still here. Y'all guys got to do me a favor. If y'all gonna submit your music, I gotta stay in the live stream now. Can't submit the music and then just jump out. All right, he's still here. All right, let's go. We're gonna play that joint. This joint is called Labor Me Drill Beats. What happened? His file is almost, your file is almost 2 minutes, but your beat ended at 1:30. Let's make sure you fix that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have people sitting on that. So listen, that beat was dope, bro. Yeah, that beat was dope, bro. What platform did you do that on? It sounds like it's FL. Let the people know in the chat what you used to make that beat, yo. I definitely I like the way your drums was going on that. I like the way your drums is going on that. I like the way that bass line is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's going crazy on that. You know what I mean? Again, song structure, right? Because it's kind of just going. And we want to make sure that we're showing, like, you have a very strong intro. We want to just make sure that we got the things that are showing us where the hook is and where the verse is, where the hook is, where the verse is. You know what I'm saying? So I just want, even if it's just a demo, you still need to structure your records. If you're letting people hear it, then that's no longer a demo. You understand what I'm saying? Like, once you put it out there and you letting people hear it, it's no longer a demo. Don't fall under the idea that you can just kind of put something out and then, you know, you go back and if somebody wants it, then you'll fix it later. Get into the mind frame of, once I'm letting people hear it, like, this is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty much what we're going to do with it. Nah, I know. Don't be lazy about it, man. I know that when we're making beats, man, that's the hardest part about making the beats. Trust me, I know it, man. I've been here. I hate turning the beats into songs. I hate it. It causes the most friction when we're producing songs. You know, it's like, man, I gotta structure this thing. Yeah, the drill beats, man. Like, you know, that's the thing. I think that's really the main thing for us is that friction, man. It's like you have a lot of unfinished beats, and you don't want to keep it that way, man, because you realize what happens is that the more beats that you keep on your hard drive, man. Listen, man, beats on your hard drive can't change your life, people. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The beats on your hard drive can't change your life. You know what I'm saying? The beats that you put out there can change your life. Just take one song, bro. One song change your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a testament to that, man. I'm from the Bronx, man. I'll let you know that. One song change your life, man. And one joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put it in perspective with you. Our first placement is Big Pun, Capital Punishment. First Latino rapper to go platinum. Nominated for a Grammy. Sells 3 million records. Our first placement with the title track. You can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? One record changed your life, man. So when you're putting this stuff out here, you know, gotta, you know, make sure you're making people listen to it, but you know, you gotta have some intention to it. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying make it super long. We're just saying, hey, make sure we're structuring it the right way. Getting it out there. Get them songs off your hard drive and get people hearing them songs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get people to listen to these records, man. Like, do not make the mistake of making this music sit on your hard drive. You know, like when you go into a Walmart, you might go into the Walmart, you go to the cereal aisle, and I can guarantee you when you walk through the cereal aisle, there's going to be a bunch of cereal that you've never heard, never tasted, never seen before. But guess what? It's on the shelf. And because it's on the shelf, it has a chance to get bought. And that's the whole thing. You got to give yourself a chance to get heard. You got to give yourself a chance to be bought. You got to give yourself that chance. And it ain't going to happen while it's not going to happen with your songs on the hard drive. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hitting the follow button. What we are doing tonight, we are doing song music reviews. We're going to be out here for a little bit. We're going to be on here for a little bit longer. I may not be able to get to all the songs, so if you're looking to have your joint review tonight, make sure you're looking to get this line skip. Yeah, man, I think what happens is that we get into analysis paralysis. We get into what the fuck people thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't worry about that. We can't worry about what nobody's doing. You can't worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? People talk the game, but people can't execute the game. And for everybody who's in this chat who either went to the studio, recorded a song, picked a beat, got it exported, uploaded it to a DSP, you executed something that 90% of people will never do. For those who went to a Sam Ash or a Guitar Center and all that stuff, and y'all went and y'all bought equipment, y'all hooked it all up, y'all learned the equipment, y'all exported the beats, you let people hear the beats, you're doing something that 90% of people will never do. So don't ever let anybody discourage you. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these folks ain't going to do nothing. They just talk. Folks be talking. And a lot of times they be internet keyboard warriors where they talk through the internet, but if they see you in person, they never say that to your mouth, to your face. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, that's just the Bronx of me coming out. Right? But I'm just saying that, Cass, thanks for that. So I'm just saying in a nutshell, man, like, don't let anybody discourage you from this. And this is what this process is about. And I'm glad I started doing these live streams, man, because I get to meet a bunch of people that I probably would have never met before. And then I get to help a lot of people who never would have really gotten that help. And when I was starting this thing out and when I was doing this thing in the beginning, learning how to get this thing, I never got the help that I never got the help. I never had the access to the guys, you needed access. Like, today is different. You can get access to people, like, you know what I mean? And people are not taking advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? People are not taking advantage of having access to people who really have information. You know what I mean? People like to say they want to get into something, but when it's time for you to really put up and really time for you to get busy, you're not showing up. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do something that's going to give people access. I wanted to give some people access to information. I don't want people to get taken advantage of. You know, I'm tired of people being lied to about information in the music industry. And that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. Is my man J Money back in the building? Is my man J Money in the building, man? All right. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second here. I got this next one called Smoke With Me, I Am Not the Father. Let's jump into this real quick.
If you wanna smoke with me, do you wanna smoke? Do you wanna roll my weed? Get high and stay low. If you wanna smoke with me, smoke with me.
Roll it up, roll it up. Smoke it up, smoke it up. I can't be the only one that's smoking that Doja, cause I see the signs different. The love in her eyes different. I see I just wanna keep her. I'm living my life different. Take a look at what I dipped in. Smoke it up till my eyes glisten. Lungs of hell in that keef and smoking that reefer. Even my mind tripping. Tryna holler at Mary Jane, so don't be fucking up my pimping. Yeah, I fuck with them white girls, but I don't fuck with no line sniffing. I need it, I gotta go get it. I'm chilling and smoking and sipping. I need me a moment of silence. I ain't been this high in a minute. I'm floating, I'm high as a pilot. They see it, they smell it, they feel it. And everyone kicking it, vibing. Not falling for none of the gimmicks.
Do you wanna roll my weed? Come and take a talk. If you wanna smoke with me, do you wanna smoke? Do you wanna roll my weed? Get high and stay low. If you wanna smoke with me, smoke with me.
Look, I'm blown, head gasket, ain't no passing, it's to the necklace. Great weed got me high as Mr. Spacely from the Jetsons. Fruity Pebbles mixed with the cereal milk for breakfast. It make you paranoid, it make me numb through all the stressing. Roll one, roll two, don't send stems. Pro Tools, still roll blunts, I'm old school. Smoke killer, tofu. Only one remotely close to change the game. Roku, you smoke little? No boo. A pound a day I blow through. Bars make them wonder how I do it. Bitch, I'm Goku. Green thumbs, I need some. Big woods, that's tree stumps. Don't gang bang, don't mean mug. I need bucks, hold G's up, dear Jesus. Hurry past that reefer, like please, bruh. Smoke that.
Do you wanna roll my weed? Come and take a talk. If you wanna smoke with me, do you wanna smoke? Do you wanna roll my weed? Get high and stay low. If you wanna smoke with me, smoke with me. Smoke with me.
Yo, that was dope, man. Smoke. This record. First, I like the fact that this record is real smooth. It's a smooth record. They got a smooth groove. It's definitely, it's doing its thing, you know, in terms of, you know, dope beat. I like where the vocals are in terms of how the vocals is mixed into everything. I think it has the right, everything is leveled out properly in terms of the music, mixed properly in terms of the music. Yeah, good studio work. So whoever's mixing and mastering and all of that over that side, you keep that team together and you continue to do it as long as it's under a certain cost. Keep that together. I would probably just maybe aim to get the song slightly shorter. I know there was a little bit of a break in between from the first hook, from the first verse into the second verse, where we're letting the music breathe, which is cool. But we just have to remember that we have microwave attention spans with folks. So I would always tell you to kind of make sure that we're piecing the record together so that it keeps moving, doesn't have too many breaks in between, like musical breaks, and then toward the end, if it's not changing and going into like a different beat or something like that, then we just kind of need to just get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? It's in terms of getting that song out of the mix. Remember what we're competing against, people, and I said this in previous live streams and previous reviews. When we're dealing with algorithms, all of these algorithms now, when it comes to Spotify, social media algorithms, everything is based on watch time. And the singular, strongest metric that we have to pay attention to is how much of the song did the user complete listening to, right? So it's going to go for your videos, it's going to go for your socials, everything. How much of the piece of content that we put out there did the listener get from the beginning to the end? 100%? Did it get to 80% of the song, 70% of the record? And this is a very, very, very important metric. This is what's going to determine if the algorithm is going to continue to push this song. If the song is too long, needlessly, right? Meaning if the song is needlessly too long, then you're basically working against yourself and the algorithm. So in this case with this record, it's over 3 minutes and 31 seconds, but I think it could be shaved down to under 3 minutes. That would be my feedback on it. But I like what you got going with it, bro. And if you got more music that's in that vein and in that groove, you may be onto something. You're just gonna have to spend a lot of time to promote it. You know, you gotta promote it like crazy. You're gonna have to create a ton of content behind it. And remember, folks, with new music today, you gotta look to put at least, you know, dare I say, I don't want to put a number on it, but you gotta put content on music until it goes. You know what I mean? And no song is dead. Remember that. Like when we have Spotify and we have these platforms that are music discovery platform, a song is only dead when you stop promoting it. So just make sure you understand that. Like, you know, people can find a song that's 2, 3, 4 years old. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a guy could come out of prison and all of a sudden your song is going crazy again on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? I'm a testament to that. I'm just letting y'all know, you know, Max B comes home and all of a sudden this record is all over social media again. You know what I'm saying? I see so many people using the sound in their videos. It's just going crazy. My phone is just going nuts in terms of notifications. So things happen and new music get discovered by young people, old people, all the time. But you got to be in the race. You got to be in the race. But that's I am not the father, man. Smoke with me. What time is it? We've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. I'm about to wrap this thing up. So I'm probably going to do review maybe 2 more songs at best. So if anybody's looking to now skip the line, now is the time. I'll give y'all a moment to get that taken care of. But I want to talk a little bit about, like I said, our new forum that I'm finishing up. I'm hoping to have it done by Monday, where, you know, we can have the things open up where people can start to sign up. And what can you expect? You can expect to have access, number one, to all of the tools, right? So everything that you want to learn about the music business, copyright, music publishing, song registration, publishing administration, royalties, just the business of overall music business, that's going to be in there. And I'm going to put all of the tools that we use is going to be in there. I'm going to have different producers have conversations with us. And I'm talking about, you know, producers that are part of big projects. You know what I mean? Marcus, what up, man? Thank you. Appreciate you. So now we're gonna get into that, and like I said, that's going to be I'm looking. It was crazy, but Merry Christmas to y'all. I've been working on this thing. It's been very difficult because it's really a lot of information, and I have to try to take the stuff that I want you to know that's important, put it into a format that you guys can digest, and I'm trying not to make it, you know, too technical. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that we're, you know, doing enough stuff on the music business side. I want to make sure that we're doing enough stuff on the, you know, on the creation side. I'm considering probably doing some tutorials and stuff. I had some people reach out to us to do some tutorials for FL Studio. I wouldn't consider myself like the biggest FL Studio guy, but I can make some fire, and you know, we have done a few records, you know, for people on FL Studio. So I like all the stuff that we did for Alley Boy was that. A lot of the stuff that I did for some of the Chicago kids, Big Chris and some of these other guys, Young Chris and Big Chris and some other stuff. So we about to see what's going on. I got who is here? I got Chocolate Boy Swagger up for the song called Pimento. Let's jump into this real quick. Boy Swagger, man, what's up?
Chocolate, swagger.
Shout out to my man Chocolate Boy Swagger. Marcus Beatz, man. We I do lives, you know, pretty frequently. You know, at one point we were going nightly. We do the music productions, live streams almost nightly. We were doing that for a while. And tonight I just decided I wanted to do a review. I'm going to start doing more of these, a lot more of these. We're going to be doing a lot more of these. I'm just trying to really find the appropriate platform for it. I'm currently using this platform, but, you know, I'm trying to just see if I can find something that's a little bit more artist friendly. But shout out to my man Chocolate Boy Swagger on this one, man. I like the tag on here. I think this beat is another testament to your sample selection. Like, you're choosing dope samples, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're choosing some dope stuff to put together in terms of your sound selection. So, you know, I see that improvement happening in real time from some of the first joints that we were doing. You know what I mean? And the main thing on this again will just be the structure. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point it's just really a groove, and it doesn't sound like more like a song to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to it to sound like a song that has all of the places where it needs to be. But in terms of it being in the groove, yeah, it's definitely a dope groove. It's definitely doing what it needs to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing your drums, right? So I think your drums are these the signature drums? Is this going to be the Chocolate Boy Swagger drums? Because this is what I'm hearing that on for the last few beats. So let me know if that's what's going to be. You just need a little bit of a change in the hook. You know what I'm saying? That vocal sample is dope. You know, kind of let's use that, you know, as part of the hook if we need to. I think we're on our way, man. Listen, I cannot wait for this portal, man. I'm telling y'all. I really cannot wait. Like, I really can't wait for that, because then I'll be able to have these sessions where I'll be able to see my folks. And you know what I'm saying? And again, we'll be able to really dive into, what people's equipment, their setups and that type of stuff, and what they're working with. And I just want to, we'll be able to start sharing, like, okay, like what's happening, who's working, sharing the wins and going through stuff in real time, man. It's gonna be a dope situation on it. I got time for one more joint. There's quite a few songs still left in the queue, so I want to give some folks an opportunity if they're looking to jump up. Now is the time. Before we get ready to jump up out of here, we've been on this live stream for an hour and 40 minutes. And the live reviews, man, I'll be honest with you, when I'm getting ready to jump on to do the live reviews, there's like a little bit of angst. I'm like, wow, what am I going to listen to today? You know what I mean? And, what's going to be the feedback for folks? And sometimes I'm like, what's going to be, what's going to be the topic of the conversations tonight? You know what I mean? What's going to be the topic of the conversation? And I'll be like, what are we going to be talking about tonight? What's going to really be, what's going on? And I try not to have anything scripted. I try not to, just try to flow off the head, pause. And, I don't know what to expect, I don't know if I'm going to have a hostile crowd, whatever, But you guys show up, and you guys are submitting your music. And salute to everybody that's submitting their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, submit, shout out to everybody that's doing that. Because, again, this is not an easy process for you to have your music listened to and critiqued in real time by everybody in real time. This is hard. You know what I'm saying? This is very hard. Like I said, I got time for one more, so this is gonna be the one for the last one for tonight. So again, I said, if anybody's looking to, I'm about to close up these submissions. So if anybody's looking to submit and or skip the line, now is the time. And I'll give y'all about 30 seconds for that. Going once, going twice, whatever, and see what's happening there. Hero, man, what's up, man? Where you been, man? You've been hiding on Instagram, man. I've been seeing you on Instagram. I really don't like Instagram. I think Instagram is, a vanity social media platform. I don't think it's really geared toward helping people grow anymore. But that's just me. Well, shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you as well. Good to see you here. I'm about to close these submissions real quick. Let's see what we got here. I got Daydream by Big Pete on PCM Records. Let's see what we got. Oh, he got me on Spotify. Let's go.
I can't stop thinking about this girl, man. She stay on my mind. Feel me? Check it. Time keeps on slipping when I picture her face. She's like the girl of my dreams. She's got me stuck in this place. Every time I close my eyes, I see us walking hand in hand, talking about forever and building castles in the sand. I think about her 24/7, non-stop without a break. Insomnia, no sleep day or night, she got me wide awake. She stays heavy on my mind, lives in my head rent free. I hope she never moves out. Might have to put the girl on the lease. I can't concentrate at the job. Can't focus on a damn thing. My head's up in the clouds. It's like I'm living on a daydream. I'm daydreaming, but I don't ever wanna wake. She's the rhythm in my heart. Every sound, every beat that it makes. I'm living in a daydream. 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 She got that natural beauty. Beautiful face, pretty toes, and pretty hair. She's always put together. I like the clothes that she wears. I love the smell of her perfume. Damn, it drives me crazy. All the other girls in my DM, shit, they don't even faze me. I see a future with this girl. I think I wanna put her on my team. What do you say, baby girl? Let's put our heads together, see what the future might bring. She's so independent and free, and got her own things in life. It's gonna take some convincing if I wanna make her my wife. I'm living in a daydream. 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 If she only knew, then maybe someday she'll see that she's the queen of my heart, of my soul, of my mind, my reality. What if she felt the same and thought about me too? Damn, what if daydreams had a way of coming true? Yeah, what if daydreams had a way of coming true? What if daydreams, had a way of coming true?
Big Pete, man, thanks for your submission on this, man. You know, off the top, there are certain elements of this production to me that sound like they're it's certain parts of that inside of that production that are like kind of going against, like, in terms of like the tune, you know what I mean, like the like parts of the melody and some of the track to me is kind of conflicting and they're fighting each other. They don't sound like they go to me. Like it's like the main drum track and the main parts of the track, and then some of the highlighted elements on it that's supposed to kind of help like carry the music over is kind of, to me, is fighting the main element of the track. I think that's kind of distracting and taking away from actually what you're trying to do on the song. Also, this song is showing at 6 minutes. It's entirely too long. Like in a microwave society today, entirely too long. I see that you said that you removed part of the verse. That's a good idea for you to shorten that record, get that record under 3 minutes. Those extra sounds that you have on top of the record, that all that extra stuff on that, like you can have those type of sounds on top of the record, but it needs to make sure that it's enhancing it or making it better, or it's creating a melody that's going to make people really want to, like, that's going to work with the record. To me, it feels like it's working against the record, right? In terms of melodically, in terms of the way that you're rapping on it, I think it's a different vibe. And I don't think anything is wrong with it. I think you got the right voice. I think you should just bring up the vocal a little bit louder. And I just think if you're gonna ride on it, if you're gonna flow on it, it has like a certain type of a feel to that. Run with it. The best thing is just to make sure that we're making sure that the hooks are sounding big. Pause. Making sure that the song has the right amount of it's not too long in terms of the verses. I think we're right where we need to be. And then making sure that the overall song is not more than 3 minutes. Like it's entirely too long. You're competing with, like I was telling people earlier in the feed, I don't know if you were in here earlier, but remember we're talking about fighting the algorithms, and the algorithms are all about watch time or content consumption time, right? So if you have a song that's 3 minutes, we want to know that people are, are basically saying for 80% of the song or better, 90% of the song or better. So, hey, bro, you say you from the 90s, bro. Listen, man. I got music from the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s and over. You know what I'm saying? It's like all we do is we just continue to work, you know what I'm saying? And we continue to evolve. I'm a testament that it doesn't matter like your age. It just matters to like it's us culturing our ears, and in us being able to accept where technology and where music is going. You know what I mean? Like we can't get stuck in like, hey, I want it to sound like that. Don't get me wrong. Now, if you're doing what we call niche marketing and you're trying to appeal to a certain audience, then that's fine. You create your music to appeal to that audience and let the algorithm do its thing. The job of the live streams that we do here is just to make sure that we're getting music to commercial viability, and then giving you some hacks that's gonna help to improve your chances of virality. And I think that's really what we're looking to do, is really improve the chances of virality. It's not something that's really guaranteed, but if you think about it, the more shots that you take, the more chances that you have at virality. And then once you actually get virality, something does catch on. All right, how do we maximize that? And how are we protected in terms of our music? Is our music protected? And then also, are we ready for monetization at that period? So that's really what this whole thing is about. It's about getting this music where we want it to be. That's the first thing. Commercial viability. Making sure that we have all of our ducks in a row in terms of our copyrights, our publishing, and all these other things ready to go. Making sure that we're taking enough, hits at bat. And if something gets hit out the park, we're in position to capitalize. You know what I mean? So, like, that's really the game here. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all that's dropping roses inside of here. Thanks for, Big Riz, etc. That's going to be my feedback session for tonight. I hope to be back on tomorrow night. I'll probably wind up doing the review session again tomorrow. And like I said, we're getting ready to drop this. We're getting ready to drop the portal, man, and the music production portal. Make sure that you are following. This is going to not just be, I know it's labeled for producers, but it's going to be pretty much for everybody, but it's more so leaning toward the producers. But remember, I think that every artist is a producer as well, because remember, you still have to do vocal production, you still have to do publishing. So I think it all applies at the same time, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So I want to shout everybody out for joining. I want to shout everybody out for listening, submitting, for the tracks that I was unable to get to tonight. My apologies on that. You know what I'm saying? The queue filled up pretty decently. We'll try to see if we can get to some of these tomorrow if we resubmit. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I do want to thank everybody for like I said, just jumping in and doing the thing. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. So before I get out of here, that Cody Ride or Die out on all streaming platforms.
You know I'm your
man.